What's going on, everybody? Mary Elizabeth here with Sacred Love Tarot, offering some free general readings. How's everybody doing? Please take a moment to share. Hello, everyone. Hello, Marjana. How are you? Hold on for 1 second. General reading. You got it. All right. So, general reading. Instead of doing these, I want to do this. This is the Tea Leaf Oracle, and we are going to move them around. Flip them over, move them around. All of that jazz. Then we're going to take 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the first card was the bottom card. We have Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So whatever it is that you're going through, please recognize, know, understand that you are protected from whatever negativity or insecurity or uncertainty that you're going through at the moment. The lobster talks about being in a financial pinch, maybe not having the money that you need to do what you need to do. Again, you are protected. And then we talk about skull, hidden secrets that can harm you. Again, you are protected. There may be people who are hiding things from you or keeping things hidden from you in regard to your finances or in regards to money. Maybe people trying to stop you from moving forward in regards to a job or some sort of financial security. We have the Tower on one side and the 10 of Pentacles on the other side. So the Tower is, I think you got the Tower yesterday. The Tower is that instability, that being unstable. You are protected from whatever's going on, and everything will work out financially for you. What I want to say is don't give in to all the toxicity or the chaos that might be around you in regards to this, because sometimes people do things to get reactions, right? And the more reactions that they get, the better off that works in their favor, if that makes sense. So let's see when this financial situation is going to be. Okay, so May of next year, this financial situation will be cleared up. And the secrets, whatever those secrets are, will be revealed. Everything will be revealed. Everything will just kind of like come out in the open by next May. So yeah, I think this is just really all about recognizing that you're protected from the financial instability, protected from the secrets that are hidden from you, protected from the instability and imbalance, protected from the chaos or uncertainty. I also want to say this is about you standing in your power too, and not letting anything that may come out of this really bother you, because what's done is done, and what's done can't be changed. So don't allow it to be this big, huge focal point in your life to where after, so many months or a year or whatever, you find out something happened. And then it starts this whole domino effect going again, right? What's happened has happened, and you can't change it. You can learn from it and you can do better. You can learn from it and you can learn from those experiences and change to make sure that those experiences are not repeating themselves in the future. Does that make sense? But there is a stable outcome here. There is an abundant outcome here. There's a creative, intuitive, balanced, abundant, nurturing, loyal outcome here. So you do have people on your side who very much want to see you thrive and survive, and you will. So that is your reading, my friend. I hope that helps. Eliana, hi. We got to do our thing. Our thing. All right, let's do our thing. So this side is for her, and this is for him. All right, one card for her. All right, so this one, and that one for her. All right, there's the lover. So, all right, for him. That's a for him. All right, for her. Ooh, the 10 of Wands. So there's a lot of responsibility that she seems to be holding at the moment. A lot of responsibility that she seems to be holding on at the moment. There is a transition. The lovers. So what it feels like is that we have 2 10s. So it feels like she's transitioning into the next step. Does that make sense? So there is this energy of releasing any burdens that may be projected onto her in regards to what she's going through. And there is an ascension, kind of like this next level kind of thing. But she got the lovers. So the next level could be, the lovers could be the people, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical, intimate relationship. It could be the people. And there's a lot of knowledge coming from this, and a lot of knowledge that is coming from this ascension or this transition and transformation, right? I think that she is loved by, I think she will be more loved by the people once this transition happens. But there is this sense of really needing to think about something, or really needing to focus on something, really needing to to research something, to study something, because in situations like this, they have the tendency to follow the platform of the norm, whatever that norm is. And she is being offered, I think, a different course, a different path. And if she refuses to take that path, I think things will be a lot different. I think that those burdens that she may be carrying, if she doesn't recognize that there is a new path needed here with this Wheel of Fortune, may be a continuation. Does that make sense? But I think the people love her. I think she's getting more and more support from those around her and those out in the world. But I think she carries around a lot of unnecessary shit. And in order for her to really move forward, she's got to release that unnecessary shit. And the 2 10s are really about her being balanced and stable, or transitioning into this balance and this stability, but also transitioning into a time of creativity and stepping into her own power and releasing whatever burdens that may be projected onto her from other people. Right. So that's a her thing. A his thing. So a his thing starts with the 5 of Wands, but then it goes into the 3 of Wands. So there's a lot of scattered energy here. So I kind of think with him, even though there's a lot of scattered energy here, there is still this feeling of competition, right? Because he's a businessman, so everything is a competition, and how to and and I think it's kind of like a chess game, right? I think we talked about that. I think there's like a chess game. And the 3 of Wands, though, is creating something really significant. He's it's it's interesting that she got the Lovers and he got the Queen of Wands, and that Queen of Wands is all about protection, but nurture, creativity, power. Um, but it's also a nurturing card too, because how gentle she is, allowing that hummingbird, and how gentle she is with the cat. But then she's sitting on this ginormous dragon, right? So even though there's a lot of competitiveness here, he's creating something of substance, and I think he's using this. There is a divine feminine energy around him that I feel he is using to the best of his interest. And then the 4 of Wands is a celebration. There is a celebration of creativity, a celebration of power, a celebration of intuition, a celebration of stability, a celebration of connection. And I think it's interesting that they both have 2 cards of struggle in the beginning and 2 cards of creation on the sides. And I think that there is more for her to learn about how to read him. I think there's more for her to learn in regards to reading him, because he's scattered. He's all over the place, right? And I think with him being so scattered and all over the place, it's very hard. Hey, K-pop queen. It's very hard for her to kind of get a read, right? Very hard for her to find that balance and that stability, I think. Yes, you can ask a question, but I think, we did hold on for a second. And a card for both of them. And so there's a continuation of working on self for both of them. A continuation of working on self for both. And that makes sense, because she needs to continue to work on herself to kind of feel him out. He needs to continue working on himself to become more stable and balanced with where he is. She needs to continue to work on herself with releasing all of the responsibility and the burdens that she carries. And he needs to work on himself in regards to the very static and chaotic energy that's behind closed doors. Anything about your upcoming person? Sure, K-pop. Hold on for a second. So I find that interesting, but we also know that they both, and you're absolutely right, that how they present themselves is only just a portion of what we see. We don't know the whole thing. We can't see everything that happens in their lives 24/7. So interesting. And I think a couple of weeks ago when we did this, I talked about something tragic happening because she had the 5 of Cups. Okay, K-pop Queen wants to know, I'm single. Can you tell me anything about my upcoming partner? Ooh. Well, that's quite interesting. All right. So first I'm going to tell you what, and then I'm going to tell you what not, because there's two really interesting cards here. And one is the Tower and the other is the Devil. And then, so this is what I think. I think that the person coming into your life is a King of Cups energy. Very nurturing, very compassionate, very imaginative, recognizes and realizes very, 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 very quickly that life is to be lived, have fun, yay, all of that. But I think the Hermit wants you to really think about um, some people come into our life for a reason. I'm sure you've heard this. Some people come into our life for a reason. Some people come into our life for a season. Some people come into our life to teach us lessons. Some people come into our lives to make it better. Some people come into our lives to mirror image what it is that we have to let go and recognize about ourselves. Whomever this person is, and however they are coming into your life, they bring a lot of chaos with them. And I think the Hermit is like, now there's this thing that I like to say, that just because they come wrapped up in a bow doesn't mean they're a gift. This person is charming. This person is well mannered. This person is well dressed and well met. This person is got money, very open to a lot of different suggestions, opportunities, and all of that. But this person also brings with them chaos. This person also brings with them manipulation. This person also brings with them deception. And this person also brings with them an imbalance. It's almost like they are a, what is that movie? Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, something like that, right? Someone who knows that, and now this could be a lesson. This could be, you're probably going, oh shit, but this could be a lesson. This could be a lesson to teach you that sometimes what it is that we're looking for may not be the best for us. You know what I'm saying? The Tower is just this situation, this relationship, this partnership that is based on a not very good foundation, very unstable and unrealistic. And then we have the Devil card, which is the card of temptation and seduction. So what may look good on the surface may be complete shit underneath. So be very careful when being approached by people that you give it a moment, kind of read the room, if you will. How are they acting? How are they presenting themselves? What are they doing? How are they speaking? How are they treating you? And don't make that a one-time thing. Always be constant with that, right? If there is this union, this coming together, and a week in or 2 weeks into the relationship, they are asking you for money, and then you say, well, I haven't got paid yet, or I don't have money to spare, and then they start throwing on this seduction, temptation, what is it, puppy dog eyes, seducting touch, nibbling on the side of the neck, blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden you find yourself getting money out of the bank account that you can't afford to give to somebody you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So I think this relationship is a lesson. I think that this person is very attractive, very charming, very and very rich, but not in a way that they would offer you. They make their money by seducing other people. They make their money by manipulating other people, and they don't want to give any of it out because they're doing it to gain, to maintain, to keep, right? Oh, just been through that. Oh, I'm sorry. So, yeah, that is that. So be careful, be on the lookout. Don't give too much into, hey, but there's a celebration, and the celebration is that it's done, right? it is no more. And you know what to look for, right? So give yourself a little, yes, so give yourself a little time and take into consideration this particular chapter and know what to look for. And I know it didn't give you the answer that you wanted. And this could mean that that person who you just went through this with could perceive to be coming back around, or maybe, expressing to you that they have changed and I'm a different person and that's not who I am anymore, and I recognize that when I lost you, and I'm so much better in my ways now, and I've accepted Jesus as the big one, and so be very careful that this person isn't again using manipulating energy. You know what I'm saying? Tanya, yes. Amen to that. And I think maybe that the reason why the message came up as it did was it's time for you to just go and have fun. Time for you to just live life and explore and enjoy and heal, and really allow yourself to be nurtured, and or to nurture yourself and to heal and to live life, to enjoy, to love, to just allow spirit to benefit you in spirit's way. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're not when you're when you're not when you're not looking for it, um you're going to Thailand for June. Yay! I think that's awesome. You and your girls trip for Thailand. I think that's amazing. I think that's wonderful. Have a great time. Have a great time. Tanya asked a question. I'd like to know the feelings of my person. So Tanya's got a person too. Aw. I can't tell you how many times today this card has come out when relationship questions. All right. So there's a lot of static energy there. And there is a lot of, so the Ten of Pentacles is just this wonderful card of abundance, isn't it? It's just wonderful card of everybody gathering together, abundance, maturity, loyalty, playfulness, intuition, happiness. I mean, there's everything that you could want, isn't it? And there's this transitioning into that. But then there's this really static energy of someone going, I don't know what to do now. Now that I've done this, I've created this, I don't know what to do. And it feels like they're in competition, or competition with others, or competition with self to do something better, right? You know how when you've succeeded and you get to the pinnacle of success, and that pinnacle of success is fueled by the desire of wanting more, of wanting more, of wanting more. And then you kind of feel like you have to fight for that something more, but you fight so hard for it that you lose it. I mean, we've all been there, I think. I think that we've all desperately wanted, we've reached the pinnacle of something great and something wonderful, be it in relationships or partnerships, and we want something more out of it, but we try so hard that we wind up pushing the other person away. And I kind of feel that with that Ten of Pentacles, Tanya, there is this sense of success, this sense of just great success, great fortune, great love, great abundance, great prosperity. But then there is this really overly heated energy. Like I have to do more. I have to, and then in the end, it comes to all of that you've tried so hard to create, there's this loss at the end, but there's also a lesson in that loss. And the lesson in that loss is, if you have all of these great things, and if you're committed, and if there's all this passion and the stability and balance and this growth and this love and this commitment and this peace and playfulness and all of these wonderful things, why would you jeopardize that for something else, something more, right? So I think that your person, Tanya, kind of needs just to slow down and enjoy the moment for a minute. And perhaps maybe you can tell them that what they are doing for you, or what they're bringing into the relationship or the partnership, is you're pleased. Look at the squirrel looking at me. I wish I can show you the squirrel looking at me. Stop giving me the funky eye, squirrel. This squirrel sits in front of my window, and he's always looking at me sideways, trying to intimidate me, flashing his little tail. I wish I could show you. Yeah, go on about your business. Go on about your business. There's nothing here for, hey, go on about your business. Don't give me that stinky eyeball. Go on. Go on. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Anyway, I have a squirrel. Anyway, I wish I could show you. He sits there and just gives me the eyeball all the time. So it just kind of feels like they're a very prosperous person, but sometimes they really feel, yeah, the squirrel feels the energy. Sometimes they're a very prosperous person, but sometimes it feels that they have to do more and do more and do more and do more. And they do so much that they lose it. And then it almost feels also like a repetitive pattern in their lives. They build themselves up, they build themselves up, they build themselves up, they do something, and then it bottoms out, and then it's almost like starting over again. So they need to kind of chillax and just allow themselves to be happy, to live and enjoy what they have. I think Bad Girl had it. Lisa. Bad Girl, Lisa. Everybody gets a reading. It's just, I don't know who was where and what and when and why. Make sure you guys are following, liking, subscribing would be good if you haven't done so already. Do I see someone interested in you in a romantic way? Ooh. You know, yeah, yes, I do. Yes, the cards do too. You know what vision popped up in my head? What vision popped up in my head was Madonna's video Vogue from back in the day. I don't know. The video Vogue is what popped into my head. And I don't know if you are around the music industry or the modeling industry, or if you are in places where people are dressed to the nines, suits and fashion, and kind of like something you would see kind of like at what's that runway show that they do every year, where everybody's dressed in the latest fashion and they walk the red carpet, kind of that feeling, right? I don't know, I've never been. So I kind of feel like you're going to have your choice between many. The Empress is all about planting the seeds and giving birth, and really about putting one's power into what it is that you're trying to create. The Knight of Cups is someone coming forward with appreciation and recognition and love. But what we have to know is that the cups are always wanderers, right? I mean, the Knight of Cups just doesn't stick around for long. So if you're looking for a long distance committed thing, the Knight of Cups isn't going to be the one. But if you're looking for someone who is very compassionate and very empathetic and nurturing and loving and caring and will really cater to your every desire for the moment, the Knight of Cups is the one, you know? And I think with the Page of Pentacles that you're going to there's like this choice, right? And no choice, none of the choices that you'll have to choose from will be bad, because the Page of Pentacles is this fresh new thing, right? It's young, it's fresh, it's new, it's happening. You could see that they're flipping a quarter, so they don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Young, fresh, new, abundant, prosperous, creative, intuitive. Yes, 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 and yes. So, so I think that when you start planting those seeds and when you start putting out there your desires, I think it opens this type of floodgate. We are all so very powerful if we allow ourselves to be in the the game of manifestation, in the game of visualization, um, in the game of planting seeds and allowing things to happen. I think we're all very powerful if we allow ourselves to be. And I think some of us are powerful than others when it comes to that. And I think if you allowed yourself, bad girl, to be open as much, if you allow yourself to be open, as powerful as you are, I believe that you would be able to manifest whomever you wanted. I mean, I'm not saying like whoever your star fantasy whatever is, but someone to your liking, someone to your taste, someone who fits well with you and who blends well with you and who meshes well with you. I think that you would be able to create as many as you desire. I mean, you know, picking the one that you of course want, but I think you would have your choice of many. Fire spawn. Is Sam an X? Feel or sense what I'm going through? I think Sam is, yeah, I think Sam is, and I'm not saying this to be rude, and I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings in any way. I just want you to know that. But I think Sam is out busy doing their own thing and really not energetically involved or not energetically connected to what it is you're going through at the moment. I think that the Sam person is very much trying to figure out their own shit, very much trying to create and manifest what they want in their lives. I think they have a very fun social life. I think that they are celebrating wins, celebrating successes, celebrating wonderful opportunities. And I think their life is very much filled and fulfilled. And I don't think that that they are very much in tune with feeling or sensing what you're going through at this particular time. I think that they are very intuitive. Hi, Jody. I think that they are very open and honest with how they feel. And they're very open to new and different and wonderful, amazing things. And they allow spirit source to show them that. But well, I very much got what you said. You said spiritually. And what I'm saying is no. I'm saying is that they're too busy doing their own thing and celebrating their own life. And there's nothing here that says spiritually this person is feeling and or sensing what it is that you're going through. Intuitively, no. I mean, if we got the High Priestess, if we got the Lovers, if we got the Cups, the Ace of Cups, I would have said yes. If we got the Seven of Cups, if we got the Two of Cups, I would have said very much so. If we got the Star, I would have said, yeah, very much. But at this particular point in time, no. I mean, they're celebrating their own thing, and I don't think they have much room in no. I'm sorry. I know this is probably not the answer you want, but no. No. Intuitively, no. Spiritually, no. I mean, because let's think about it. If we are physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally trying to get our lives on track, and we are attempting to manifest and create, and we're attempting to secure our place in the world, would we even have time, or would we even have the desire to take some time away from what we're creating to try to tap into someone else's spiritual intuitive energy to see how they're doing, or to check up on them in that way? So I personally honestly would not, because I have a lot of things going on. I have a lot of me to take care of, and that's a full-time job with overtime. A full-time job with overtime. Jody, how are you? Yes, they can. Absolutely, they can. And the context of where the cards lay, the order in which they lay, how one card affects the other card, Yes, and yes. Yes, you're absolutely correct. They can mean a million different. Well, let's do 999,999. We'll leave that one little bitty percent. You're welcome. Oh, Jody, would you like a reading yet? Queen Bean, hello. So if you're here, please make sure that you're subscribing and hitting the notification button, please. And if you are drawn to donate, you can do so as well from the little links that I posted, or however that works on YouTube. So, Fire Spawn, you're welcome. Queen Bean. What's next? What's next in love? Ooh, single. Ooh, no. Queen Bean. I'm guided to use the angel deck for you. I hope that's okay. The angel deck. So the first card that came out is the Magician. Hello. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest whatever you desire, and your life is magical. So that's the first card. The second card is the Two of Water. It's a relationship that continues to grow closer. and positive resolution to any type of conflict. So Queen Bean, you are manifesting whomever or whatever it is that you are looking for. So what's next in your love life? You're manifesting it. The relationship is growing closer. I also want to say to you that there may be some forgiveness that you have to express in regards to something that has happened in your life that will help you grow closer to somebody else. Does that make sense? And then we have the Three of Fire, and this is abundance. This is the Three of Wands. It's abundance. Things are looking good. Have patience and make long-term plans. So I love that we have 1, 2, 3. So things are happening for you in this consecutive order. The first, the Magician, you are ready. It's time to manifest. It's time to put yourself out there. It's time to tap into those resources. It's time to start allowing yourself to live this magical life. Number 2, a relationship that is growing closer. It's important for you to offer forgiveness where forgiveness is needed. It doesn't have to be to that person. You can do it energetically. Forgiveness and healing are most important for you. Most important for you. 110% important for you. So you're able to move forward without the energy from what it is that you're needing to forgive and heal from. And then the 3, abundance, and everything is great and wonderful and moving forward. So yeah, I think that's great. And I love how it came up 1, 2, 3. So things are moving the way they should for you in the order that they should for you. And I think that's wonderful. So congratulations. Yes. All right. Rachel, you guys make sure that you are liking and subscribing, please. You're welcome, Queen Bean. Rachel would like a reading, please. Hi, Rachel. And Rachel is single, but she wants a love general. All right, here we go. Love general. You know, Rachel, I keep seeing a red car. A red car. Corvette, Porsche, but red. So when I see red in a position of an automobile, to me, that means things are happening very quickly. It's like a very fast moving thing. So let's get into the reading and we'll see. So the first card is the 5 of Cups. So there's a healing from something. There's also this need to take care of yourself, this need to pamper yourself. Yeah, okay, here we go. So this is what I want to say. So with the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, this 5 of Cups is a heartbreak, right? It's the feeling of loss. The feeling of still grieving something that you may have lost. And this something could be from the past. It could be from so far back in your past that you forgot about it, but the residual energy still hangs around. So, okay, so you're grieving. And the 9 of Pentacles wants you to the 9 of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups wants you to really start taking care of yourself, right? Don't be afraid to show the world what you've created and nurture yourself. Show yourself a lot of empathy and compassion as you go through this healing time. The Queen of Cups is also about nurturing. So make sure that it's just not about healing and empathy, but it's about nurturing yourself too. And I know this is probably maybe not what you wanted to hear in regards to a relationship, but Spirit brings forth what Spirit brings forth. And right now, Spirit is saying that this is a time for you to start healing. This is a time for you to really put yourself first in whatever it is that you're doing. And don't be afraid to put yourself first. Don't be afraid to do something nice for yourself. Don't be afraid to allow yourself to grow and allow yourself to imagine and allow yourself to expand. And when you are energetically and spiritually ready for that particular relationship, it'll come. But right now, there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. I hope that helps, my friend. I hope that made sense. You are welcome. We had Shopaholic. Shopaholic, general reading, please. Sure thing. Please like and subscribe. Watch some other videos. Like, subscribe, watch a video or two. General reading for Shopaholic. That's where we were going. All right. So I love the 3 and the Ace of Cups here, because this is just really, someone wants to know that you're loved. Someone wants you to know that you are loved. I mean, it's a divine love. It's this peaceful, growing, compassionate presence that I feel. Oh, here we go. Ah, shit. All right. So this is what some of you may need to know about me, and this reading is bringing something up. I'm a medium, first of all, and I don't do this. I don't do it because it's very emotional for me to do it. But Miss Shopaholic, there is a female coming forward for you. I don't know if you've just recently had someone pass, a mother figure or a grandmother figure, a sister, or someone who is very close to you in this divine feminine energy. But there is someone coming into the energy, and it feels like that this person may have passed of a heart lung complication. So bronchitis, pneumonia, something that started in the chest and moved to the heart, and the passing was this is okay. So both of my arms are starting to tingle. There is this synergy energy in my chest, and it goes to my neck, but also in my lungs. So it's like can't breathe, heart issues, neck, maybe something to do with blocked arteries, carotid arteries, or something like that. So divine feminine energy coming through. Past of something, bronchitis, pneumonia, something like that, which went to the heart. So whatever this and this combined together was the catalyst of the passing, if that makes sense. I feel that sometimes there is this pressure on your left shoulder, as if someone is touching you or gripping you or consoling you or comforting you. And it's this female. It's this female energy that has passed. And because we now have this divine feminine energy in the room, I think it makes more sense with the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Cups when I say this person would love for you to kind of go out and really celebrate your life. There's this lightheadedness that is happening. Would really like for you to go out and really celebrate and enjoy your life. And I think the Emperor is here because there are some plans that need to be made, and you have to be very solid with these plans that you're making. I know sometimes when we're in this phase of creating, we want to just go out and explore, but I feel that this divine feminine energy is saying that there is this need for you to really nurture yourself, but instead of just going out and doing, there is the sense of structure that is needed in the plans that you're making. and being very loyal to those plans. Just because it isn't working out right now doesn't mean it won't work out. It will work out as long as you're committed to making it work out. And as long as you're not burning your candle at both ends, as long as you're taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself and allowing yourself to tap into that intuition. And now I'm starting to sweat. I feel that this woman, whomever she is, was very intuitive and very highly spiritual. And she is very much all about you connecting to your divine intuition, you connecting to your truth, your voice, you connecting to your higher power, and allowing all of that together at the same time. Sorry, this is not going to be a relationship reading. She is not about it. She is very much about you bringing structure into your life, you making committed long-term plans, you nurturing yourself, you celebrating, you seeing what's in front of you and not allowing other people to distract you from that or manipulate you in any way whatsoever. Keep committed, keep focused, keep going forward, keep grounded, and love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. I feel that there are some things in her life that I'm pounding the table, and I'm sorry that I feel that there are some things in her life that she never got to do. So it's very important. There I go, hitting the table again. It's very important that that you do the things that you're supposed to do in your life. She never got to do the things that she wanted to do. It's very important that you do the things that you've set out to do and be very, again, I can't enough, focused, structured. Create that map and go with it and be very devoted and committed to what you're doing and where you're going and how you're doing it. There's this sense of, if it doesn't work out, like if I put 10 minutes worth of energy in it and it doesn't work out, it must not be for me. 10 minutes is bullshit. Don't say that. Give it more than 10 minutes. Anyway, she's very animated, and she's very passionate about how she feels about what you need to do, should do, are doing in your life. I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. Let me get a drink. Color purple, please. Shopaholic, there's also a connection to a bluebird, bluebirds, perhaps maybe a song about bluebirds, because I see the bird singing, the bluebird singing. So it could be a song about bluebirds, or it could be a song that a bluebird sang. You know those cartoons a long time ago where they used to animate all the critters and they would sing? Yeah. So be watchful for bluebirds or bluebirds that sing. Color purple. Should I trust? Import a device. Should you trust Irene to import a device? Ooh. I would say yeah. I would say very much you can trust this person. I think that in some way, shape, or form that Spirit has brought this person to you. And this isn't the first person that Spirit has brought to you. Spirit has brought to you many people. I think you have a hard time trusting people. So this person has the knowledge. This person has the opportunity. This person has the ability. Yes, you can trust this person from what the cards are saying. And I know you're reluctant to do so. You're reluctant to do so, and the cards show that too. But I do feel that you can trust this person. I think that you've been trying to manifest someone that maybe could help you, and this person seems to be the one. So yes. Sierra, yes. Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you? Mhm. 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 Oh, how does Cameron feel about reconnecting with him and wanting to text him? How does Cameron? You guys mind if I ask why? Okay, so you next from my perspective, my point of view, there is next to your name it says like and then the number 10. Next to Danny Baby's name, it says like number 7. So what are those numbers for? Do you guys know? Oh, but hey, you got the full. So I think that Cameron, Sierra, feels like this is a great opportunity. I think that you've both been working on yourselves, if I'm not mistaken. I think that you've been both working on yourselves to do better, to be better, to feel better, to grow. Does that make sense? Sometimes when relationships part or end or something like that, however that works, whatever has happened, there is this need to kind of work on healing and work on doing better for oneself and work on the things that maybe happened in the partnership or relationship, maybe this one or other ones that need to be healed, that need to kind of release and let go. And I think that with the strength card and the fool, that both of you in your own ways have been very much working on yourself. So I think this reconnecting thing could possibly be a really good idea. If for nothing else, to talk about um, talk about the issues, talk about how you feel, um, talk about what happened. If nothing else, just to bring communication in, just to really get it out. And that's part of the healing process, is to be able to talk about it, to be able to see if at all. Um, I don't want to say if at all if it could work, because if you're still working on one another, then the probability of maybe getting back together is not good right now, because there's still the work happening. Does that make sense? Um, so it's very important. You said it right here. I have been working on communicating better and saying how I feel instead of just leaving. And I think that's really important, that working on the communication factor, working on expressing your feelings in um, a very compassionate way, right? Because I know there are times when we just want to point the finger and we just want to go off and say whatever it is that we want to say, but we have to have compassion for how that other person is feeling as well. And if you can have that adult conversation with that compassion in a very compassionate, articulate, sensitive way, then you've come such a long way. So the continuation of working on self is there. Having the strength and the courage to have that conversation or have a conversation. And I feel like there is an opportunity to have that conversation. So I hope that helps. Should I expect anyone re-entering my life anytime soon, such as an ex and family that ghosted me? If you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would be great. Thank you so much. All right. So Panji would like to know, should I expect anyone re-entering my life anytime soon? Oh, no, absolutely not. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Look at that. Walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away. Emotionally detach yourself from the people who drive you crazy. Look at this. The Nine of Wands is just this struggle. It's this struggle to kind of, there are some people in your life that are just, there are some people in your life that you just can't meet in the middle. There are some people in your life to where you just can't be in that same room. There are some people in our lives that no matter what we do or what we say, they always turn it bad. They always turn it into something meaningless, or they judge, or they ridicule or criticize. And I kind of feel like that's what that was. And that Eight of Cups is all about you not even wanting to step back into any of that. Go live your life and be happy. That's an absolutely not. And even if they did, no, absolutely not. We are not taking reservations for crazy people to come back into our lives. We are not taking reservation for crazy exes to come back into our lives. We are not taking reservations for cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs people to come back into our lives. We are going to go and manifest abundance and prosperity and live our life to the fullest without filling up all of these other people's cups with the shit that they want you to fill their cups up with. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, there are some people in this world, some people in our lives, some people in our family. It could be exes, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, partners, whatever, who absolutely have to have that attention, regardless if it's negative or positive, they have to have it. And when they act out to get it, it just makes your life more complicated than it needs to be. Oof. Walk away from all of that, please. All right. Cutie Pie is in the room. I'm Nemo. Hi. Will Ian contact me before the Virgo season is over? Oh, well, here we go. Oh, my goodness gracious. So we have the Chariot, and that's making a decision, right? We're thinking about it with the Chariot. We're thinking about it. And then with the Star, we're making that decision. And I think the Star is good here, because I think this person is realizing that in order to obtain something that is needed, they have to let go of something that is undesired, right? So it's like they're making a decision to possibly do better, be better prior to meeting up, right? But we have the Eight of Swords energy, and it's almost as if they don't want to see it. They don't want to recognize it. They don't want to face it. So whatever happened, it is almost as if they feel responsible or obligated. It's almost as if they feel responsible for it and obligated to go through the pain that it caused. They feel they have to carry the burden of going through the pain that they caused. They want to. They're trying to decide if they should, but there's this one little thing with the Eight of Swords that may be holding them back just a little bit. So give them some time, some space, and see if they come around. But this Eight of Swords energy, it's kind of like the victim card, right? I feel that I have to take all the responsibility and burdens for everything that's ever been done to everybody in the world and carry them on my shoulder, and then not heal from it, but constantly be in this headspace of being the victim and being trapped in a situation that I don't want to deal with. Sooner or later, you have to deal with it. Sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? So they really, really do, with that Chariot and the Star, really, 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 really want to. But there's something that has happened to where he feels that, you know, maybe not. So I think he's thinking about it. And with the Star, I kind of feel that with the Star, it would be good for him to kind of release whatever that is. It's almost like he carries a burden around of something that he has done, and it's a back and forth thing, right? Because this happened, what if it happens again? It's that kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So it's like if he was in a relationship with somebody before, and something bad happened, It's like, well, what if that happens again? What if? Well, if he's truly thinking, if he's truly working on himself and truly healing, right, then this shouldn't be a problem. So healing and working on oneself. Yeah. Thank you so much. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. Hit the notification button, please. And share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. I think he's still healing. Yeah, I think he's still healing. Now, that doesn't mean that he's not going to show up or possibly meet. It just means that he's still healing and may not be emotionally available for the long term. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, I don't see anyone else here. So it says there are 2 people. Are there 2 people here? Are you still here? Nemo, are you still here? Hold on for a second. Hold on. I got these cards as a gift the other day. And I would like to pull one for you, Nemo, if that's okay. If that's okay. All right. Nemo says, yes, it's okay. And it's Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. And I've never used this deck. So you're the first one that I'm using it on. And if you'd like me to read out of the book in regards to what the meaning is, I can do that. So either way, just let me know. We're going to give it another shuffle. So the card is Return Home, Transition, Life Between Lifetimes, and a loving welcome. A loving welcome. So let's read. I'll read it from the book for you. So it's number 44. 4 and 4 is 8. We're being very careful with what we are being very careful with our thoughts. We had the 8 of Swords there earlier. Being very careful with our thoughts. Being very careful what thoughts we project. Being very careful how we express those thoughts. We have a lot of grapes here on the vine, so this is a very abundant time. So I want to read this out of the book. I don't have my glasses, so if I mess up, I apologize. Return home. We sit by the bed of a loved one who is approaching their time to depart this life, and we see their eyes change, filled with wonder as they move between the worlds and prepare to enter the hidden world of the afterlife. This time will come to us all again and again, and each time we learn more of what it means to begin to die. Dying is understood. Death and the awareness of it is not. So we sit and we take their hands, and their eyes see into the realms we cannot see at this time. As they prepare to pass through the gates, and when they do, it will be to a celebration. Those who have loved them await on the other side of that gate that stands between life and death. They are no fantasy. They are present and real and beloved to the person who is departing. They will tend the soul as it rises up and shepherd the soul's identity into the life that lies between lives. They will be hugged and welcomed, and tears of joy will be shed. There will be no more pain. There will be no more sorrow. There will be no more disease or wounds. There will be reunited with others who have departed before them. And if in this life they felt they were alone beyond that gate, they will be met with true friends and family of their souls. If not from this lifetime, then from lifetimes already lived. The joy, bliss, ecstasy of that reunion is not possible for us to comprehend fully, for we who are in the midst of our lifetime can sometimes only relate to the sorrow of their passing. But I say to you now, your homecoming will be as beautiful, as full of love as theirs will be. Between the lives we dwell for a time, and then we are offered choices for the next development stage of our soul. But now is not the time to talk of that. Now is the time to let go and farewell them as they prepare to go home. This is talking about a person passing and transitioning into the next lifetime, returning back to their essence and their soul. That's interesting. So the illumination is when we depart this life, we will be greeted with love, light, blessing, and joy on the other side. I can let go knowing that those I love will be cared for and joyous in the reunion that awaits them. So I don't know I don't know your situation. I don't know if you've had someone that just passed and you've been grieving that, or if there is someone in your life that is up there in age and that there are people in your family that are concerned about. But this card really talks about that they will be greeted by ancestors and family, and there will be joy and happiness, and this transition will be a beautiful, amazing, wonderful transition for them and for you when your time comes. So I hope that made sense. I know that was out of left field. It just jumped out. Okay. I think your dad passed, but you didn't know him well. Oh. I don't know mine well either. Could you tap into his feelings? We have two very no, I don't think so. Not with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands, because that Seven of Wands, even though it's a passion energy, it's a really harsh energy, right? It's this feeling of, defending oneself, this feeling of having to defend what you're doing and why you're doing it and the reason for doing it. And that Nine of Swords energy is being very stuck in one's head. It's an energy of insecurity and doubt. So what I want to say that even if you could, I don't think it would be a good idea. I think he's going through a lot. And I think he keeps that very personal and very close to his heart. And I think that if you were to try to tap into his feelings, I think that would be a little bit invasive, if that makes sense. I think, though, you can be grateful in regards to the probability of this person having feelings for you. And I think you can very much show your gratitude and nurturing from afar by projecting that to this person, your gratitude, your nurture, your empathy. You can project that too, but I really don't think it would be a good idea for you to tap into his feelings, because I think there are a lot of things that he keeps very close to him and that he's going through at the moment. And it would be a little bit invasive, if that makes sense. But you can very, very much send love to him. Send love to him. Send love, send compassion, send your empathy, send healing, send light, send spirit source. You can do all of that. And I think all of that would very much help in the healing process. Eamon, hello. Iman? Yes, you can ask a question. You're welcome. Aw, I know it did. It was just so sweet, wasn't it? It just popped out. Okay, so Sierra, 1 second. Iman, is there a reason why you wouldn't tell them? All right, well, positive outcome for telling Gregor how I feel through voice notes, through text. I wanted to just lighten the load or support him. Okay, so we have two major arcana cards here. In both of these major arcana cards, talk about moderation and talk about balance and stability. Talking about putting yourself in a leadership role and not doing anything too out of the box, if that makes sense. Not not pushing ideas or pushing ideals or pushing something onto someone. Moderation, balance, stability, taking the leadership role, but not projecting onto others, right? The Hierophant can also be about going to school. It can also be about connecting to one's higher self or some sort of religious, spiritual uh, course, class. I don't know if you're in school. I don't know if you're thinking about taking courses or classes, but the Hierophant could be about that. But because you asked, will there be a positive outcome for telling Gregory how you feel through voice notes? You wanted to just lighten the load or support him. I think it's very, very important that you bring balance, stability, moderation to it, but don't do anything that would don't do anything that would, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't do anything that would put pressure on this person more. Does that make sense? I don't want him to overwork himself to death in our relationship. I truly think that if you were to leave some sort of voice note through text talking about how you feel, I think that it would make things a little bit more heavier than they already are. Does that make sense? I think sometimes we have to let people figure shit out for themselves. I think sometimes when we think we're doing something positive and we think we're doing something good, sometimes it can have the reverse reaction, right? I want to do this because I think it's the right positive thing to do, so we do it. And then the person takes it in a completely different way. We don't know. We think we're doing something positive. We think we're doing something good, but it puts more pressure, or it comes through in a way to where they think that they have to do something more or something different. So with that 9 of Pentacles, this is just about, I feel, letting things just be. And I know that may not be what you want to hear, but I think you should just let things be. I think you should allow it to kind of play out how it will. Pick up a book, grab a bottle of wine, sit in a chair, relax, allow what is meant to come to you to come to you. Allow what will be to be. I hope that made sense. Sierra, do you have another question? Please take a moment to like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. I few minutes if you want to ask another question. Sierra was before you. I told Sierra to hold on a second and to let you get through your question. Now, Sierra is going to ask another question, and then we'll come back to yours. If Sierra is still here. We'll give Sierra a minute to answer the call of the wild. How is Gregory feeling about you at this time? Well, let's look. Yeah, because we know what you wanted to do. Let's see how Gregory feels. Oh, that's quite interesting. Look at this. So Gregory is talking about putting the past behind. Look at this. Look. The Page of Swords is all about putting the past behind. Something new. We talked about just allowing things to happen the way they'll happen and allowing things to play out the way they'll play out, right? So the Page of Swords is putting the past behind. Clean slate. Clean. Nothing to stop us. Nothing to hold us back. Nothing to put us in a position of struggle anymore. New thoughts, new opportunities, new ways of communicating, new paths, new ways of speaking one's truth. And this is all about patience. And then we have the Page and the Queen of Pentacles. And I love how this came, or the King and Queen of Pentacles, because we have two people coming together. Two people who are like-minded, two people who want the same thing, two people who are very much genuinely wanting to create something of substance. So when I say give it time and let whatever happens, happens, give it time and we'll let whatever happens, happens. Because this right here says that that this person is currently in the process of leaving the past behind. And there needs to be a little bit of patience on your part. I know. Patience and me, enemies, bitter enemies, me and patience. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't. And fortunately for me, my boyfriend does. So I love this outcome with the King and Queen of Pentacles. I really do. I think that if you were to give it some time, I think that if you were allowing it to kind of heal from whatever it is it's going through, allow things to play out as they will. I think that there's opportunity and potential here. Yeah. They're just wanting a new life, a new start. And there needs to be patience there. And I have horrible patience, and my spirit guides keep saying that. Yeah, well, they're right. So just have patience. It's okay. That the King and Queen of Pentacles here, it just kind of says that with patience, everything will work out. With patience, everything will be fine. With patience, there is something new on the horizon. The pages are always just new opportunities, something new, potentially, something great, amazing, wonderful, beautiful. There's a lot that can come from that Page of Swords if you allow it. So there you go. Trust the process. Trust the process and have patience. Let's get one more card. There you go. Patience and courage. Look at that. And it takes courage. It takes courage to want to change oneself. It takes courage to trust the process. It takes courage to have the patience to allow things to work out the way that they should. It takes courage. It takes courage to step into something different and something uncomfortable and something uneasy, such as having patience and trusting the process. It takes courage to do that. You've got this. You do. You've got this. Yeah, I know all about the sense of control. I'm a Sagittarian. A Sagittarian, a Capricorn, and an Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it's like I have to, there's just something about the need to know, right? I need to know. I need to know what's going to happen. I need to know it's going to be successful. I need to know how it's going to work out. I need to know that it's going to be okay. I need to know this. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. And it's a big old burden to carry when you put yourself in the position of I need to know, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. It's a huge burden to carry. Huge. Because when it doesn't work out the way you think it should, because you need to know, then you carry the burden of it not working out that way. Then you start blaming yourself, you know? And it's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. So we have to learn to, we have to have the courage to take a step back from that and go, I'll trust the process. Spirit, take the wheel. I'm okay. I'm good. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how it works out. Trust it. Trust it. All right. So it has been an hour and 30 minutes or an hour and 26 minutes. Please like and subscribe. Please share with your friends if you have friends who are into this. If you would like to donate, you can do so. Yes, the lives will be left up. If you would like to donate, you could do so through PayPal or Cash App. I just posted those links. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you guys again. I'll start making a regular schedule of when I'm going live so you can invite your friends. Thank you so much. And until next time, my darlings, know that you all are divinely guided and so very, 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 very loved. Bye.